I used to love darts when I was younger. In fact, when I was a teenager, I used to play for pub teams. And while still a teenager, I was actually the captain of one of them as well. So, really into darts in that particular phase of my life. But then you get a mortgage, you get married, etc., and other things come not necessarily in the way, but and you don't even get sidetracked, but you find that your life is occupied with other stuff, isn't it? And from that late teenage period, I didn't then throw a dart until my early to mid 20s when I worked at a company that had a dartboard, or somebody brought one in and put it up on the wall. And I set up a league there with the guys that were interested, and we used to play each other in a tournament during the lunch break. So I enjoyed that. That was just a very short period of time anyway. And then, right up until about 10 years ago, I threw darts once or twice, and that was it. When I was at the New Saints, when I first started, we had a little competition. Well, it was me and someone from a team that we used to play at that particular time, and on one occasion they brought their darts, I brought mine, and we played before a game. So that was very, very minimal. Likewise in my 20s. So I'm going back to when I was a teenager, but just recently-ish I've thought about darts again, and I think especially now that I'm semi-retired, part-time, got more time on my hands to do things, I've been thinking about darts, and I thought, let's get back into it. So the first thing was to search out my old darts, and I found them. There's the case there, and I had a set of flights, and there they are. They've seen better days. In fact, that one just broke in my hand there, and that one just about, oh, that one's gone as well. It was the USA flag, and two USA flags, and one was a Union flag, British Union flag. And I've just dropped it on the floor when I got it out of the case. And you know, those moments where you drop something on the floor and you really can't see where it's gone. And I'm thinking, it must have vanished. It hasn't, but it must be there somewhere. I'll find it in time, of course, but where has it gone? One of life's mysteries. It drops on the floor and you can't find it. But the darts themselves, 14 grams. So I went very, very light in those days. Well, all the while actually, because I've had these darts pretty much all my life. And when I was very, very young, I needed, there's the old stems as well, although they've seen better days. I needed to buy some new stuff, and I've gone down the Winmore route. So flights and, let's get these in there, flights and stems. I've purchased those today, actually. Let's get that one screwed in, and I'll show you my dart setup. That's it, ready to go. And I've been waiting because it was my birthday. My wife says, why don't you get a dartboard for your birthday? So I wanted the dartboard, the surround. I was thinking of a stand as well, so you're a little bit more mobile. But this is my man cave, and I'd like to keep everything in here if I can. So today I've actually bought a dartboard, and I've fixed that on the wall. Put the screws in, got the wall bracket, measured everything, of course. I've got a little bit of tape on the carpet by my desk. I've set that up, and I'm going to throw my first darts, in effect, although I did, as I say, about 10 years ago, and then in my early to mid 20s, but pretty much way back when I was a teenager. So a lot of years have gone in the meantime. I haven't got the surround yet. I'm waiting for that one to come into stock, so I'm hoping I don't stray too far from the dartboard onto the wall. A few inches or so won't hurt, I guess, because the surround will cover that. But I'm hoping that I've still got it, so to speak, at my level. Of course, that means I stay on the dartboard. When I was younger, the darters, who were the big names at the time, I mean, some of them have passed away now. John Lowe, he's still alive. Leighton Rees, the Welsh darter, he's passed away. Jockey Wilson, he's passed away. Eric Bristow, he's passed away. Bobby George, he's still alive. And in fact, with this chain around my neck, I'm the poor man's Bobby George. Back in those days, I would have a pint of lager when I threw darts. But now, I haven't drunk alcohol since my early 20s now. A pint of juice. Right, let's get this historic, as far as I'm concerned anyway, let's get this historic first throw for years on the dartboard. I'm going to video it and I'm going to see how I go. And I'm going to throw 6 darts. The first 3 will be at treble 20. The next 3 will be at the ball. And let's go for another 3 as well. Double 16. That used to be my favourite. So treble tops. I know the terminology, I haven't forgot that. Bullseye, and double 16. I was quite happy with that. I managed to hit the dartboard. That was an achievement in itself and not the wall around it. And I did get a treble 20 and a double 16. The ones for the bullseye were perhaps a little bit wider than I would have liked, and also the others as well, because what I want is 3 treble 20s, 3 bullseyes and 3 treble 16s. Well, time will tell, as they say. Watch this space.